Hey, it's James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and today I want to talk to you about what I do when I don't feel like practicing. I've gone through many phases. When I first picked up guitar, I probably practiced like an hour a day, and then I ramped it up and up and up, and to get into music school, I was practicing 4 or 5 hours a day. And then during music school, there were times when I was so busy doing projects and all these things that I kind of fell off the wagon and I had to get back into it. So I've been through a lot of times where I wasn't so sure how my practicing was going to go, and a lot of times where I'd have momentum and I'd just be feeling great every single day, and sometimes where I'd lose that momentum. And I just want to talk to you today about some of the strategies that I've come up with to help motivate myself. There's 3 main things that I do when I don't feel like practicing. The number one thing, what I feel is the most important thing to do on a day where you don't feel like practicing, but you feel like you should be practicing, is to just take your guitar and put it down in your lap. That's it. That's all you got to do. And just backtracking a little, I think it's really important to own a guitar stand so that you can just, pop your guitar on the stand when you're done with it, and you'll be walking by the thing every day. You'll pick it up off the stand. It only takes 1 second to put it in your lap. If you put your guitar in the case, that's just one more little thing getting in the way between you and getting that guitar on your lap. And once you have the guitar in your lap, just say, okay, the next step is to just play one little thing on the guitar. Anything, say you're working on the G chord or whatever, don't think about practicing it, just try to play it. Just once, maybe strum it a little bit. Whatever you're doing, just noodle around on guitar. Play something that you're already good at playing, something just to entertain yourself. This might not get you like practicing up a storm, but it'll definitely get you playing guitar. It'll keep you familiar with the things that you're already playing, and it might motivate you. I'm not quite sure what the psychological principles behind this are, but I feel that if you tell yourself, today I gotta practice 2 hours and I have to do all this stuff, and you just have this whole list of things, it can be kind of daunting, and it kind of discourages you because there's just so much to do. But this way, you're just taking it one little step at a time. All you have to do is put the guitar in your lap. Once the guitar is in your lap, all you have to do is play something. And once you're at that point, I guarantee you that, most of the time you are going to keep playing. You might get caught up in something, you might get interested in something, and all of a sudden you're practicing. So that's my number one tip for what to do when you don't feel like practicing. Now let's say you put the guitar in your lap, you noodle around a bit, but you're still not practicing. The next thing I would do is I would keep the guitar in my lap. I walk around the house with this thing. Usually I have a strap on my guitar and I just walk around with it. And I would listen to some music. I'd sit in front of my computer, have the guitar in my lap, and listen to music. And I mean actively listen. Don't watch music videos. Don't browse the internet while there's music playing in the background. I mean, you just close your eyes, hang on to your guitar, and you listen to some music. Listen to some songs you love. Listen to some, doesn't even have to have guitar in it. Just listen to something that makes you feel something. Feel sad, feel happy, feel whatever. That's what music does, right? It makes us feel. And you just hold your guitar and you just listen to music. And a lot of the time, for me, that inspires me. That reminds me of why I picked up guitar to begin with. It makes me inspired to want to learn some of that cool stuff. I'll listen to some cool guitar solos, and all of a sudden, I pretend that I'm the person playing that guitar solo, and then I have to try to figure it out because I want to keep those good feelings going. So that's my second point, and this actually kind of leads me into my third point. We have to start with what I think is one of the bigger problems, one of the things that makes people not want to practice, and that is having no idea what to practice next. Having no faith in what they're doing on guitar. If you think I have to practice this, but I don't really know why I'm practicing this. I don't know what it's going to lead into. That's a problem. So the way that we can overcome that is by just, first we tell ourselves, you know what? It's okay if I don't practice today. It's not going to be the end of the world. You have to get rid of that pressure, and just feel okay with it. But instead of practicing, you're going to have a research and development session. You're going to look up all these things that you could be practicing. You're going to come up with a plan. Because you have maybe no faith in what you were doing before, it wasn't enough to inspire you, you're going to come up with some stuff that you can do on guitar that gets you excited. I learned this from a great teacher, lives in my neighborhood. His name is Chris Schultz. And he taught me that sometimes you just have to have research and development days where you're looking up guitar players, you're looking at what kinds of techniques they use, you're looking at what kind of chords they play. You're just making up a plan for your future self that you're actually going to believe in, that's going to get you stoked, that you're going to follow. So next time you don't feel like practicing, remember these 3 things. First of all, just put a guitar in your lap and noodle. Just play anything. That's the first thing you should try. If that doesn't work, put on some tunes, close your eyes, no distractions, just have your guitar in your hands and listen to some music. Try to visualize what's going on, really try to hear things, maybe listen to the drums and the bass line, just get excited about music. And if that's still not working, odds are the problem is you just don't know what to practice next. So maybe just tell yourself it's okay to not practice for that one session and instead focus on researching guitar. Look things up online, find all this stuff that is gonna get you excited about it. Whether you're practicing guitar, looking it up, you're still taking part in music, in guitar. You're still doing something that's gonna make you feel better at the end of the day. It's better than if you just binge watch a show or do something else. That's probably why you play guitar to begin with, is because you wanna do something more substantial with your time. And, looking up cool stuff online, looking up guitar pedals, that's great. So these are just some things that have helped me stick with guitar over the last 15 years. There's been a lot of good times and a lot of bad times, and these are the strategies that I've used to keep going. And I just thought I'd share them with you in case you're having a little bit of trouble feeling like practicing. Either way, have a good time, and I'll see you soon.